Wrestling fans, thanks for clicking today's WWE'S report. Good friend of mine getting hired by WWE. Glad to see that too, because the character he did to begin with was, it was kind of fun there for a while, but they just mistreated the guy poorly. WWE's rehired Nick Dinsmore, or Eugene, but now he's going to be working as a trainer. And he's expected to report to WWE Performance Center in Orlando soon. Nick was originally scheduled to report to work a few weeks ago, but we're going around this week that he was going to be starting within the next 2 weeks. There's also talk that WWE is also looking to hire additional trainers. Nick has been he trained my son, and he's been training for years down at OVW, and of course he lived down there too in Jeffersonville. But I probably pack up and move, down to Florida. It's going to take a while. That'd take me more than 2 weeks. But great guy, been training for years, and so we may see him pop up every once in a while on a odd and end classic thing, a Royal Rumble type deal. Never know. Hope so. Good guy. WWE star Christian, who is apparently out with an injury, granted a wish backstage at Night of Champions on Sunday. He's with a 18-year-old Matthew from Rainbow Connection organization, and I think he's just coming back from an injury, and he can be on TV, of course, not just take too big of bumps. Plus, he can get the crap beat out of him, I guess, by the Shield. Noted earlier, Undertaker was one of many names being interviewed for Triple H's DVD. By the way, it comes out next week. And Taker is heavily featured and actually requested to be on the DVD. If you hear little Max barking in the background, he found a cricket. He don't know what to do with it. He's smacking it and stuff, and it's jumping at him, jumping around. Keeping him busy. Former WWE star Charlie Haas, who announced he was retiring a few months back, he's been working some independent wrestling dates around Texas where he lives. All right, to get back to the DVD, Wrestling at DVDnews.com reports that the following names are being interviewed for Triple H's new DVD that comes out next Tuesday. Oh, by the way, Taker, like I said, was being interviewed. I don't know whether it's in character or out of character. I would say he's out of character. I don't know. For once. All right, people that's going to be on there on his new DVD coming out Tuesday is Triple H. That's what it says. And believe it or not, Triple H's father and Triple H's mother. All right, William Regal, Harley Race is going to be on there. Road Dogg, Diamond Dallas Page, Terry Taylor, Big Show, Vince McMahon, Undertaker, of course, Kevin Nash, Shawn Waltman, Shawn Michaels, Jim Ross, Michael P.S. Hayes, Mick Foley, Billy Gunn, The Rock, Patterson, Stephanie McMahon, Linda McMahon, and Ric Flair in high footage, Batista, Randy Orton, Cena, and Brock Lesnar. Well, something happened. Come here. Did you get him? Did you get him? Did you get that cricket? Hey, Hall of Famer Sunny went on Facebook and admitted she was not mugged earlier this week and is not adopting a child from Cambodia. Sunny says she makes up these stories just to mess with wrestling websites. Sunny, have you ever heard of anybody called Crying Wolf? All right, tape for tonight's SmackDown. Is Naomi versus AJ Lee, Santino Marella taking on Jack Swagger, Ryback taking on local wrestler. The Shield versus 11 other superstars in a gauntlet match. I don't know how that's going to work. There, if you don't mind, Eric Rowan and Luke Harper takes on Justin Gabriel and Zack Ryder. R-Truth takes on Alberto Del Rio. Daniel Bryan and the Usos taking on the Shield. Jim Ross, by the way, has finished working on Top's latest WWE project yesterday. He don't like for me to talk. Tries to cover my mouth. He said, just finished the Top's project for WWE. 2 days of writing my thoughts on a great array of talent, including some of the first-timers. Yeah. Go get that. Get that thing. Did you get it? Get it. Kid. Vicky Guerrero confirmed on Twitter that her daughter, Shaw Guerrero, or Raquel Diaz, is returning to NXT. All right, former TNA knockout SoCal Val pleaded not guilty in writing. Didn't know you could do that. September 16th to DUI arrest against her in Florida. Anyway, her arraignment was scheduled for the next day, but it was waived because she did that. And a pretrial conference is scheduled for October 7th, and written plea, including her request for a video from her arrest. And she has hired a well-known local attorney that specializes in DUI arrests. That means it must be bad. All right, as noted earlier, former WWE superstar Michael Drosy, or Duke the Dumpster, was indicted for selling pain medication illegally on 2 different occasions to a police informant. Awful hard to kind of say, I didn't do that. Drosy sold informant oxycodone and buprenorphine, don't know what that is, on July 1st. Also sold more oxycontin the next day to the same informant. Anyway, Drosy, he was arrested September 16th, but was free on $10,000 bond. And while waiting, while the case was going on, he will be suspended from his job teaching special education in McMinnville, Tennessee. Never heard of that either. All right, on an updated storyline injury on Raw, WWE reports that The Miz is refusing to miss this weekend WWE live events and will be continuing working despite his injuries. He's just a company man. Corey Ledesma from WWE Games announced on Twitter that he's going to be revealing a full WWE 2K14 roster on Monday on Raw. He tweeted, says, tune in Monday on Raw for the WWE 2K14 roster revealed. Said it's about time. I'm not sure what he's talking about, unless he's talking about Macho Man, Warrior, things like that being on there. Oh, what do you want? You want another cricket? Watch this. Get him! He usually growls at me. I ain't going to. He wants another cricket. Hey, thanks for clicking, you guys. We gotta go.